with Judge Aileen Cannon dismissing the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case, she followed the roadmap that Clarence Thomas laid out. In a concurring opinion with the immunity ruling, Clarence Thomas questioned the validity of Jack Smith and kind of laid out a plan for Judge Cannon to follow in order to question his appointment and issue this ruling, allowing her to be appealed to the 11th Circuit and then ultimately to the Supreme Court so the Supreme Court can weigh in on it. And Aileen Cannon followed the blueprint of Clarence Thomas, the same Clarence Thomas who has been accused of taking millions of dollars from billionaire Harlan Crow, who a couple of senators have asked the DOJ to investigate for those same actions for corruption and bribery. The same Clarence Thomas that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has filed impeachment articles in the House against for corruption and bribery and taking gifts and yacht trips and getting an RV and all sorts of egregious behavior, not to mention bad rulings from the bench. But bad rulings aside, this person has taken numerous gifts from big dollar donors. And his wife, Ginny Thomas, was in the thick of everything surrounding January 6th. And she could be facing criminal liability there as well. And who knows what was said between her and him and if he was involved. Clarence Thomas is a very corrupt individual. And he laid out the roadmap that Aileen Cannon is following. Now, this is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but Clarence Thomas has also laid out in other concurring opinions in other cases, like the Dobbs case. He wants the Supreme Court to find a way to look at Griswold v. Connecticut, which allows for the private use of contraceptions in your own home. It says that the government has no interest in regulating what goes on in a person's bedroom. They want to look at Obergefell, the gay marriage decision where that's allowed. Among other decisions, he was one of the people who decided affirmative action needed to go. He has laid out blueprints in concurring opinions for other cases he wants to decide and he wants to rule on. And the only reason he wants to do anything with them is because his wealthy benefactors want them gone as well, for whatever reason. At least that's my opinion. But she followed his roadmap, and this is where we're at. It is ridiculous, and it just underscores the fact that we need to vote blue up and down the ballot in November, give Joe Biden another term, give him a favorable House and Senate so we can fix the Supreme Court and get rid of some of the corruption in our court system.